I have a confession to make. I hardly ever start a conversation with, "How are you?" I know it's seen as impolite or unconventional, but sadly, I've been conditioned to believe that no one actually cares how I'm doing. It's become synonymous with hello and, oddly enough, goodbye. The deli counter clerk, the neighbor walking their dog, the sales clerk at the store, they all ask, "How are you?" But none of them genuinely seem like they care. And oftentimes, they don't even provide an opportunity for me to give an answer other than, "Fine, okay, good, how are you?" I don't know about you, but what actually would get me to answer the question is if they asked twice, which is my goal with all of you today. I'm asking you to do something you're already doing by using something you already have with people you already know, and hopefully some people you don't. I just want you to ask twice. I know I'm already asking so much of you. You've already done so much in order to allocate the time to be here now, and you're giving me something. You're giving someone you hardly know one of the most precious commodities on the planet, your undivided time and attention, in a very distracting and divided world. But by the end of all these words, I hope to empower you with a desire to give the people you care about the same thing you're giving me: time and attention. Ask them, "How are you?" Wait for them to give a quick response. They're probably going to respond really quickly by asking you how you're doing, but here's where you shake things up. Ask them again. "No, really, how are you?" You see, I don't have an incredible answer to how you can find more joy, success, or love in your life, but I do believe that sometimes the right question is far more important and impactful than any answers. I don't know about you, but I will confess, I go days without my phone ringing, weeks without a knock at my door, and don't even ask me how long it's been since I've received a handwritten letter. At this time, I'd settle for a thoughtful email. I don't know what bothers me more: how often telemarketers call me, or how seldom people I love and cherish actually take the time to call me. Regardless of the temperature outside, the world seems to have become quite cold. Social distancing has expanded much further than 6 feet. It's hard to even engage in conversation these days because we focus so much on our differences: how people vote, whether or not they got vaccinated, their religious belief, what news they believe, what channels they watch. So many of us, as a result of this division, so many of us have lost our faith in politicians and scientists, in God. But we cannot lose our faith in one another and in ourselves. So we need to focus on the many things that we all have in common. We all need food, water, shelter, sleep. We get sad. We get lonely. We want to be loved. We want to feel like we matter. We seek to create memories and share those memories with others. No one wants to be the only one in every photo they have. But despite knowing this indisputable truth, there are people starving with a fridge full of food. They're hungry for purpose. They thirst for conversation. There are people who live in abundance. Their homes are filled, but they feel empty. There are people who feel completely alone in crowded rooms, just wanting someone, anyone, to look away from their phone and into their eyes and to acknowledge their existence. There are people in warm, cozy homes, but they are frozen in place by their fears and anxieties. There are people with beautiful voices, who suffer in silence because they're afraid that something they might say might offend someone. I believe that so many of us want nothing more than for someone to just genuinely ask us, "How are you?" And then provide the time, the space, and the patience for us to figure out how to genuinely answer a question we've been conditioned to believe no one wants the answer to. I think, I feel, I believe that it's a matter of life and death. I know that 3 words can change someone's life, whether it's the person saying it or the person hearing it. I know it takes only a few minutes to save someone's life, because sadly, it takes only a few minutes for someone who feels alone, abandoned, and afraid to take their own life. Please, I beg, I plea, I implore all of you, put your differences aside. Cease with this useless arguing. There's no point in being right if you are the only one who's left. Take the time to ask the people you love and care for, "How are you?" And make sure you ask twice. Thank you.